Today on Eagle Nation News. This week is College Week, so our halls are filled with university and college tables from across the country. We pass the mic to some of the representatives to hear some wise words on how to take that next step in your educational career. The theater department is pushing their acting skills to the next level with their first ever improv night. We looked behind the curtain to see the true fun of improv. Track and field teams are lacing up their shoes with dreams of taking home the gold this season. Braxton Swick is taking a lap to see how the team is working together so far. All this and more on today's edition of Eagle Nation News. Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Christina Krasnova.
And I'm Vivian Bakori. We have a drama-filled show for you today to update you on what's been going on here at Prosper. So stick around, ENN starts right now.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us again here at Studio 301.
Today is Friday, February 2nd. I am so excited for it to be February because January just felt too long this year.
It has, and I'm ready for what the month is going to bring.
Yes, even this week has been special.
Right, we are raising awareness for heart disease and stroke at PHS by wearing red.
And another important thing is college. Colleges have been visiting PHS all week. Imogen Perez has more on the topic.
Thank you, Vivian. Many colleges, including Texas Tech and Arkansas, have been coming to Prosper in the last week to encourage student enrollment. Today is the last day of College Week, so here's Callie Swick with more on why you should stop by these places at lunch.
As the school year is already halfway over, students are now starting to think more about their life after high school. Figuring out your plan for afterwards may be hard, but luckily, this past week, students at Prosper experienced College Week to help learn more information about their future.
So the colleges that were able to make it this week, they bring all of the materials, some student giveaways that they can help engage the students who pass by with brochures about the school.
I like to just get to know the students on a personal basis. That way I can understand more of what they're looking for. Just starting from the first point of educating them and then kind of walking them through each of their next steps as the process goes on to help them understand what it takes to get into college.
We just want to make sure and give you as much information as we can and enjoy the journey.
Even though the college path isn't something that every student will take on, it still is important to be open-minded and look at every opportunity that comes your way.
It's not for everyone, right? Everybody has their specific home, and so this is just a really nice way to help yourself.
I just encourage you to check out all of the schools.
Explore those options.
You never know until you really dig deep into actually what the school offers.
You have all of these resources here. You might as well talk to them and see what everything is about because you never know what your future holds, and college is a big decision, so it's smart to look at all of your options.
As many colleges offer different programs and information, they all have one goal in mind for the students.
We are all here to help each other, help the students, right?
I want to be able to give them information. So as far as with the students, I want to hear what your dreams are and see if this is a good fit. We support each other and we really are here to hear what you're gonna do. So check us out.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Callie Swick.
Thanks, Callie. If you have any questions, be sure to check out the tables at lunch today.
I don't have to worry about colleges since I'm a freshman, but it seems like a good event.
And make sure to visit them today since it is their last day here.
Moving on to celebrity news, some artists have been heating up the music industry. Up next is Talent Talk, sponsored by Jam and Toast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Why not do it right? From Belgian waffles to Santa Fe chicken, there is something for everyone. For a sunny side up type of morning, visit the exclusive location of Jam and Toast today.
There have been some very exciting new episodes in the TV world.
Nuala Adams is in studio with more on these recent releases.
Thanks, Vivian. The final episode of Percy Jackson and the Olympians is out now. I don't want to say too many spoilers just in case, but I think that the final episode has been the best one so far. I am a huge fan of the star actor Walker Scobell, but have fallen in love with the rest of the cast too. So the way that their performances have developed over the course of the show definitely makes me excited for future seasons. And the creators, Rick Riordan and Jonathan E. Steinberg, have said that they plan on making a total of 5 seasons, one for each of the original books. Disney Plus has not officially renewed the series, but judging by the cliffhanger we were left on, I'm sure there will be a season 2 announcement very soon. Switching to music, there has been some major beef in the rapping world. Tension between rappers Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion started when Megan released her song Hiss last week. It featured a clever lyric mentioning a federal law known as Megan's Law. Many took this as a dig at Nicki, or more accurately, her husband Kenneth Perry. Perry spent 4 years in prison after being convicted of serious charges related to assault. Nicki Minaj must have taken it to heart because she responded only 2 days later with her own diss. Hers, however, was much more direct, calling Megan Bigfoot. It's a reference to Megan's taller height and supposedly being shot in the foot in 2020. Nicki's lyrics were much more harsh, and she even mocked the passing of Megan's mom in 2019. She rapped, quote, "swearing on your dead mother when you lie." Personally, it seems like Nicki is going too far, and Megan's lyrics didn't even seem targeted at Nicki specifically. Megan herself even said when Hiss was released that the song is about anyone who uses her name to get attention online. Despite Nicki asking for an apology on X, formerly Twitter, and threatening to release several new songs about her, Megan has still not issued a response. But I'm curious what you guys think about this back at the desk.
Honestly, Nuala, I've been following the drama, and it's kind of funny. Megan had the chance to defend herself on Good Morning America yesterday morning, and she didn't. She's just living her best life.
I don't personally listen to Megan and Nicki, but I can't help but laugh along with the drama.
Right, but Hiss, Megan's song, is actually so good, and she has so much talent. The same goes for our Prosper Theater department. They put on a wide variety of shows every year, some well-planned and others completely unscripted.
Coleman Meyer has behind the curtain of improv acting here at PHS.
But I'll make a loud noise, and they have to change whatever they say.
When you think of theater, you think of detailed sets, well-thought-out scripts, and lots of preparation. But what if there was a show with no script at all?
It was just one of our basic improv shows where we do games. Every once in a while we'll do a commedia show, which is a little more complicated, but this one was just easy to throw together, pick a few people to play some games, put them on stage.
It was a lot of fun. I like doing improv a lot. I think it's a really great way to test your brain to work quickly and come up with like jokes on the spot and then work as a team together to make the stories flow.
This type of acting requires quick thinking and constant movement to create excitement for the audience and the performers.
My favorite part of improv, I would say, is probably just being able to like go with it wherever it leads, find out what works and what doesn't.
When you're on stage and you get to actually perform for people, it becomes a little scary. The joy and the laughter that brings is just, it makes it all worth it.
However, these actors face their fair share of difficulties on the stage.
In one of the scenes that I did, I shouted out, "Oh, I'm Vicky Kirkley, one of our directors." And when I got up there, I'm like, "Oh, that was a funny joke. What do I do now?" Because I had no idea, like, "Oh, what am I supposed to say now?" I didn't know how to go from there. Luckily, somebody took me away from that, so it was okay.
Members of this group use their passion for acting to make each improv show entirely unique and leave the audience with smiles on their faces. I'm Coleman Meyer, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
Christina, I cannot imagine doing an E&N show without a script. I don't know how the theater department does it.
I used to do improv, and that aspect is just not for me.
I wouldn't be able to think of things to say off the top of my head.
No, but I can say I'm ready to hear what's been going on with Prosper Sports.
Which are excelling like always, so don't leave yet, game time is up next.
PCIS applications are closing today at 4:30. Don't miss your opportunity to be a part of this class. Now that course selection has closed, if you would like to change your selections, please submit a change form using the Google form on the PHS course selection website. Go to phs/counseling/course selection and fill out the form. The counselors will change it for you. You have until the last day of school to make any changes. And remember, they will be doing individual meetings soon to check that you have the correct courses. Prosper Sports have been dominating this week going into the weekend. Isabel Moulter is in studio with the latest updates.
Thanks, Christina. Kicking it off with soccer, Our Lady Eagles thrived in district play, defeating Rock Hill 3-0 and Little M 2-1. Girls soccer now holds a record of 11-1 and is ranked number 8 in the country. The ladies will play again tonight at McKinney Boyd at 7:30.
Passing it over to boys soccer, the Eagles came out on top this week, shutting out Rock Hill 4-0 and Little Elm 5-0. The boys will also play tonight against McKinney Boyd at 7:30. Moving to the court, Our Lady Eagles came up barely short to crosstown rival Rock Hill, losing 42-46, but were able to bounce back with a 59-50 win against Braswell. Racking up 19 points over Braswell, junior Kendall Mosley was voted GM Sports Media's #1 performer on Tuesday. The ladies will play their second-to-last game tonight at Allen at 6. Carrying over to boys basketball, the Eagles added 2 big wins this week. Despite being down at halftime against Rock Hill, Prosper secured the win 59-54, and on Tuesday earned a 44-40 win over Braswell. The boys will also play Allen's night at 7:15. In powerlifting news, last night, girls powerlifting competed in the Prosper Invitational powerlifting meet, and boys powerlifting will compete in the Prosper Invitational meet Saturday morning at 9. Lastly, moving to the mat, girls and boys wrestling competed this morning at 9 in the District 6A Championship in the PHS Arena. Another sport kicking up their season, or should I say jumping into it, is track and field. Bradson Swick takes a leap into why some athletes choose this sport.
As the ice has officially melted, the sun has come back out, and that sun is shining on the start of Prosper's track season. From pole vaulting to long jump to long distance, there's a place for everyone in track and field.
So for me, pole vaulting was kind of a weak part on the track team when I first came in here. So coach really just told me to go try it out, and I found that I was kind of a natural at it, and I was able to kind of get good really quick. So that's kind of how I got into it.
Well, I just joined from the volleyball season, and I'm doing distance running. So I want to do the 3200 and the 1600, but I really like that it's more of a personal sport. So however hard you decide to push yourself and however much effort you put in, and I like the running community.
Although track and field requires a lot of perseverance, these athletes have persevered.
Say I didn't run for a while. After track season, I kind of went to a few summer practices, and then I kind of stopped running. So it was a little difficult at the beginning trying to get back into it, and I'm still trying to get back to where I was at the end of track season last year.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm Bradson Swick.
I'm glad to see our previous football and volleyball athletes continue their journey through track and field.
I'm just looking forward to when next season rolls around and seeing what these athletes will bring. Well, that's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Once again, I'm Vivian Bacori.
And I'm Christina Krasnova. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Have a great weekend, and go Eagles!